Welcome to 60-second reviews with the Olympus Report. Today, The Court of the Dead. But quick before the review, I'm going to be giving away a signed copy of the book, so be sure to stay tuned to the end to see how you can win. The Court of the Dead is unlike any Riordan verse book to come before it, and I cannot stress just how important this book is. It's a continuation of The Sun and the Star. It builds upon themes that have been present in the Riordan verse since the very beginning. This book focuses more on the mental side of being a demigod than the physical side. How do you cope with learning you're part of a whole new world? And this has really been ignored in books up until this point. But this book focuses on that, saying it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not be okay. Therapy is not something that should be ashamed of. Like recent books in the Riordan verse, this book isn't about battles or prophecy. It's about the relationships between the characters. For me, the moment that got me the most choked up in this book was the scene between Nico and Hades. How far we've come from the gods ignoring their children to now where Hades actually shows up for Nico and offers not only help but comfort. But Hades isn't the only god to change in this story. Mr. D has really embraced his stepfather role to Nico, and honestly, to all of Camp Half-Blood. This book shows us that we can all change. Demigods, gods, and even monsters. And that's the biggest message in this book. Be who you are. Don't let society tell you who or what you should be. And this is a theme that has been present in the Riordan verse, starting all the way back in the Sea of Monsters. In the Court of the Dead, several monsters, including the Minotaur, come to Camp Jupiter seeking a new life and a new purpose. They don't want to be labeled as monsters anymore, and are now called mythics. Now, some may say this is kind of random and goes against everything we've learned in the Riordan verse thus far, but this was actually set up in The Sun and the Star, and like I said before, was actually set up all the way back in the Sea of Monsters. Was Tyson not a monster that chose to be different? And we've seen this with several characters in the Riordan verse. Tyson, Biaris, Ella, Crest, Damison, and Bob, and now with the new mythics. These mythics are some of the best additions to the Riordan verse in a long time. I absolutely adore them. They're funny, heartwarming, and so fun to read about. This book isn't about a quest or some world-ending threat. It's about mental health and learning to live with trauma. But that doesn't mean there aren't also funny moments in this book. This book is so well balanced, and it knows how to bring you down and lift you up in the span of a chapter. But honestly, my favorite part of this book was getting to go back to Camp Jupiter, and I love seeing how well respected Hazel has become. Rick really does outdo himself with each book, and we can't forget the impact that Mark Oshiro has had on these books. They've really helped elevate the Riordan verse to a whole new level. And I'm going to give you a chance to own a signed copy of the book. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and comment down below which character you'd like to see from the Riordan verse get their own book.